Hey there, sexy souls. How are y'all doing? I started the day off right. I have noticed that I've not been getting any of the notification. Well, not like a lot. There's a lot of notifications I am not getting when people are commenting and things like that. So I went through today, and it was lovely because I got a hater, and I love it. One, because it adds to my engagement and gives me opportunity to respond. But also, just because, I mean, let's just say, if you can trigger somebody, then you're obviously being authentic to yourself. Like, because there is no way everybody's going to love you, right? So if you see me in the comments responding, I'm going to take kid gloves. I'm going to teach them how to be adults. I'm going to give them the poor sympathy that they are desiring, the attention that they want. They need it so bad. I was like, you poor thing. Was it boring for you? And I'm going to give them constructive advice on how to navigate that, like putting on your big grown folk pants on and clicking off, because there is no need to subject yourself to something so boring. Oh my gosh. So if you happen to find me in the comments of doing that, just know I'm handling my business, okay? So you don't gotta like, by all means, engage with me also. I love it when people are grown, behave grown, take responsibility for their actions, and don't operate from such a magnificently shallow, singular aspect of themselves, because they desire attention. Lord have mercy. I don't even know how some people are so base that they can be one of those people, like, the people who get paid to do that shit. Like, they actually, here's the thing, I have been desperate. I've been the kind of person that couldn't pay my rent for three weeks and like almost got evicted kind of shit. So for me, it's one of those things where I'm kind of like, and I still never would. Like, it's such the most disgusting energy that you've got to be super, 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 you have most certainly not met yourself very deeply whatsoever. Sorry, I'm not ready. So it's like, ew, okay. Don't be upset about a change that's coming in, huh? Oh, this is the Messenger Oracle deck, by the way. Wash away your burdens. Change is definitely unavoidable. See the truth, and you were born to create. The Be Without Malice really just feels like really being upset with some development or evolution, or because you've got like shedding of the skin, one aspect dying off, and then another about to be birthed. That egg is a new beginning, and there's just, I'm curious as to, and it's like, wash away your burdens feels like the longer you carry this malice about some kind of change that happened or has to happen, it bogs you down. It's just going to bog you down. So get rid of those burdens. Be like, just, it's entering this change that is with a lighter energy, freer. So I'm already like, I'm trying to talk to you, and I'm trying to like also, they're showing me parts, like things that I need to clarify. Like, they're showing me reading about this and then going to this, and I'm like, okay. So we're gonna delve into the changes unavoidable. So it's like, what change are we talking about, and then why do you have malice in regards to this, and then what truth is there for you to see, and then how does that relate to creating something new you were born to create? And it's like, okay, so let's go ahead and dig into this. What is the change that you're referencing here? We're going into the Azathoth Tarot. Change is unavoidable. What change are we talking about? Eight of Pentacles. I don't want to go as basic with career, a career change. I feel like there's more behind that. Okay, so let's put this out. They're also showing me to do this. And then these go over here. And we're going to start here. Change is unavoidable. They gave me a book. They actually want me to take it. Okay, making sure you can still see everything. Good. All right, so the Eight of Pentacles would be either there's something in regards to a very specific skill set that you have, one that you've cultivated, or something that you have worked on for quite some time. You know, Seven of Pentacles is a little bit more like planting the seeds, but this is like something that you've worked on and put energy and effort into and have tried to hone. So there's time that has been invested is what I want to say. We have the Page of Swords, Two of Swords, Sun, Four of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, and the Moon. Sometimes the Page of Swords can be about a change of plans, because the page is really about the gathering of information, the organization of something, the initiation, the thought process, all that kind of stuff. That's also why, like, it could be a message or gathering of information. And the Two of Swords is like a decision to be made in regards to that. And there may be some kind of incoming change to something that you have dedicated time to, that you have worked hard on, and there's an encouragement here to go ahead and actually follow through with that change. Like a revision of plans. We have the Sun card where there will be like positive outcome as a result. It is a yes. So that's Spirit coming in and going, if you're trying to contemplate to do this, they're like, yes. Four of Pentacles tells me I'm getting like it's worth the investment to do so. I feel with this, there's a bit more of a, because with the power there, it's like you'll have the capacity to have more influence if you make this change. And it's going to bring you, you're going to be exceptionally happy. And what you want to happen will now as a result of that. Queen of Pentacles is, with the Moon, I'm feeling like you have everything that you need to be able to navigate, I want to say this realm, the unknown. So obviously, okay. So it is a pivot. It is a pivot. It's funny though. I guess because they didn't bring out the Knight of Swords, because it's something that needs to be that they want you to become okay with. Like, it can't create the change that you're seeking, which would be that pivot, that 180. That is the process of the doing, where one is gone and the new comes, like, which is the unavoidable change. Why is it unavoidable is my question. Like, for anything to progress, in whatever line of work that you are in, or whatever area that you like to dedicate your time towards, you're going to have to make some changes and revisions. Otherwise, you'll become stagnant. There's no progress. And the Eight of Pentacles is about progress. You're hesitant to doing such, obviously. And you're not really sure if that's like the right way to go about it, but they're saying, yes, it is. It's going to put you in a more powerful position, a more solid one. There's a sense of, like, it's, I don't know if, like, I feel like this is going to secure you. You're going to feel more secure within this area, this field. And it's going to bring you exactly what you want. Okay. Why would they be with malice about this? Like, what is that? Where is that coming from, is my question. Let's go here. New era elements. Like, be without malice. Like, are they upset currently that they're having to do this? Or is it just that they're so sick and tired of making changes? I'm picking up on that energy. Like, I'm so sick and tired of making changes. Good God. Like, I've really invested in this. Somebody feels like they have tried to bob and weave, is what I want to say. There's been a lot of, sorry about that. So that's a confirmation. You're sick and tired of making changes. You feel like you've already compromised a lot and made changes to things. Sorry, that was my mother. So let's see here. I'm like, I'm trying. They're stuck in my hand. Hierophant, Truce, Joy. Spirit really wants to get in, like, I feel like wanting to get in good graces with you. Like, you may be just angry at the world around you, at the universe, like, just, like, with your spiritual team, about, like, you're fighting them, is what it feels like. And they want to call a truce. Like, like, please, can we just move forward? Is what I want to say. And so there may be a hesitancy because you're so sick and tired of being the one to compromise. But Spirit is trying to help you get to a better place. And you're holding back. This is the Eight of Swords. You're holding back. Your thoughts are running interference. This change may feel like, I just want to be like, not again. Like, you know, sometimes you feel like little tiny compromises kind of like compound into something where you're like, is this even my own thing? Is this even something that I started? Like, sometimes it can feel as if you're like I don't know if you don't feel familiar with it anymore. It's like, this isn't even what it looked like when I originally had a goal, a desire, a dream. And so do you feel like you're over compromising to where something's not a dream anymore? That it's losing its luster? It's just too much. Like, your thoughts are the thing holding you in place. Your resistance to this, your uncertainty, is the oppressive factor in this situation. And I feel like just saying they want you to know that it's not something that you can get away from. That how something started out is not always going to be of benefit to you and everyone else. And it's not always, if something stays completely the same, it's not going to, okay, so they're giving me, you yourself have not stayed the same. So whatever it is that you're putting your time and energy into cannot stay the same. Nothing stays the same. And I feel as if whoever this is for, you feel like you're compromising you versus evolving. Like, when do I get to set what I want and desire? and achieve that, versus why am I feeling like I'm always having to cater to something else? So maybe you've had to do a lot in your life where in the 3D you've changed and compromised, and you promised yourself you never would, that you're going to do exactly what you want to do and no longer do what other people expect or want of you. And so now when Spirit is saying, hey, trying to guide you into a transformation, you're like, excuse me, if I'm not going to let humans do this, why would I let Spirit do that? Like I have done this enough in my life where I've over compromised and I'm not doing it anymore. And there's this resistance. And Spirit wants to come to some kind of understanding with you about this, to get on a harmonious into a harmonious place. Well, I keep wanting to say state, but they're trying to tell me to say place, and I'm like, eee. They love you very much. They want a restoration of happiness. They want to bring in longevity and stability and allow you to build this. Again, it's about the sustainability of something and letting it stay in your life. It's going to have to evolve. And that's the reason why this change, there's that Knight of Swords, has to happen. So please be without malice in regards to this, and these burdens, wash away your burdens. It's your limiting thoughts right now that are creating the burden. That's why this change feels, I want to say it feels more monumental, impactful, and hurtful. Like I want to say there's a little bit of hurt maybe you're feeling, and they're like, it's how you're perceiving this. It's not that you don't deserve to get exactly what you want. It's not that you have to constantly compromise. It's that this thing is you, your life, and what you've dedicated your time to is evolving, growing, transforming, and it's a living, it's kind of like they're giving me the idea of the Constitution of the United States and how people want it to stay exactly, the meaning to be exactly the same. And they're like, it should be a living document to reflect the society in which it is existing in. And that's kind of like what they want you to do. So you have everything that you could need as far as the skill sets as a human, and you also have the intuition. See the truth. You're born to create. Are we going to stick with, let's put this one up. See the truth. I think that's what they're trying to say, is see the truth. But why did you have me pair see the truth with you were born to create? We're going to use Starman Tarot. Emperor, Seven of Pentacles, there's the Ace of Wands, and there's something that fell on the floor. Give me just a second. King of Wands. So this change, I don't know why I'm putting Emperor over here for right now. This change will allow something to finally blossom and grow. The reason something feels like it doesn't seem fertile, despite all your efforts, despite everything that you've put into it, is because I feel as if saying, like, your fear is, you think the demand for evolution or change or transformation or growth is causing you to lose the inspiration, but they're saying that you're losing your desire, inspiration, and fervor, as they're giving me, for what it is that you've been doing, because you won't be malleable with it and grow with it and allow it to. I don't know why they're giving me of mice and men. And you know, when, like he had the mice and he was petting it like this, and it's kind of, and then something bad happened to the mice. It's like you're trying so hard that you're going to kill this thing. I don't mean to say it like that, but you're going to squash your dream. Okay. You're trying so hard. Like there's this, like I feel like loving something to death. And it's like, I feel, okay, so it's like a homage to yourself, because you know the way in which you started something, it was good like it was, right? It was good as it was. And you're proud of yourself for all that you've done up to this point. And it's like, you kind of want to give that to your inner child. You kind of want, you feel like you deserve to dedicate and to make something pop off the way it is, as like for the self. I know there's some kind of like, I want to take care of myself. Like I want to honor the self and the person I was when I originated in this career, this hobby, this skill set, because they deserve to have a success. But it's like, and I think that's why you're like, I'm like, no, this is gonna happen. I love it. This is like, it was good as it was. It's kind of, and I feel like this is like an inner wound. Like I was good enough as is. Why must there be a change to get what there's like a sense of deserve, or always should have always been mine. Like why do I have to, and I think that goes back to all the changes you've had to do in your life, in your human reality. You're like, you know what, to get the love, the support, the this, that, and the other in my life, I always had to accommodate. And damn it, I'm not changing again. And so when spirit is saying or encouraging or insinuating that there's, well, maybe you should do this, you're like, you know what? If I'm not good enough as is, fuck it. I don't want it. And it's like, you're going to, but it's a form of love, a love to your younger self, to all those aspects that couldn't be authentically you. And it's like, there's this melding, right? And a lack of distinction between evolving, like love, like letting something grow, because that is love, and feeling like you owe it to a former, earlier version of who you are, or an aspect of yourself that never got the recognition, the love for just who they were, as they were. And so anytime there's a demand, human or spirit, for you to change something that was so inspirational, so reflective of who you were at the core, it feels like a slight. It feels as if you're being asked, in order to receive the love you deserve, to change who you are. And it's like, this is where a level of discernment is coming in. There's a distinction, because what you have dedicated your time and energy to, it was so amazing, and it was exactly who you were and still are to a certain degree, but it was never meant to be loved in that way where it can't grow. And let's go to your child. To have the expectation that it's always going to stay the same, and that they don't become, like, whatever you have put your time and energy into to get to this point, it was never meant to stay just that. And that's the reason why we have the Eight of Swords. It is the oppressive situation, the weight and the thing that is holding you in place is your unwillingness to let it grow and develop into its own thing. So we're still over there. And so Spirit is saying, if you just let this go naturally, it will, if you just allow something to change. I still get this feeling you think that you can only love it in its original form. Like, and again, I know there are some parents who are like, I don't understand this child as they're growing up. I don't know why they are so combative. I don't understand, you know, and it can get hard to feel like you know how to love that, and sometimes feel as if the love that you give isn't sufficient, isn't wanted, isn't, you know, and you're like, I don't know this version. And that's true. Moon card, you don't know this version of this. But it already isn't. Just like your child already isn't the version you started with. Whatever this career, hobby, skill, thing that you've put a lot of time into, it already isn't. It's already started to grow. It's already started to develop. It's already, and there really is no way of going back. And it's that loving something until you've harmed it and it can't grow because you chose to keep something and hold it so tight that you took the life out of it. And we are talking about a thing and not a, we're using the analogy, guys. We're not talking about, like, legitimately squeezing the life out of them. That was just an analogy to show. And so you may not know what to do in the state that something is in. You may be uncertain, but even in the most uncertain things, something will grow and blossom. That's what the Seven of Pentacles is about. This is the most unlikely, right, direction for a rose to sprout. But if you let it grow, okay, if you allow it to take on its own life in varying different environments and spaces, then you will get your passion back. It will reignite. And your level of creativity will come back. Your inspiration will come back. Your fervor for this. Your confidence in it. Your motivation, your drive, your desire, all of it. Because that's what the King of Wands is. Ask about the Emperor. Seven of Cups and the Knight of Cups. There may be a person. Now, the Emperor tends to already be in a place where they have allowed something to grow, where they have created great works, where they have the resources to do this again and expand, and they have the knowledge and experience in feeling like you fail to succeed, right? Seven of Cups is you having uncertainty. I don't know how to love it in this new environment. I don't know how to behave. I don't know how to act. I don't know what my role is with this anymore. And I don't know where it's going. And that's the confusion of the Seven of Cups. How do I love this now as it evolves? Is it staying true to how it started, to the roots of everything, and loving it hard until I squeeze the life out of it? Or is it being open to the possibilities? And I want to say that I feel as if this confusion of, well, how do I love this now? And instead of trying to repeat what I've already done in the past and how I've loved it before, how do I love it now? And it's the Emperor can bring in, it is the Knight of Cups. They can show you. I think that they bring in the new avenue by which you can allow this skill, this work that you do to grow. It's like they bring in an opportunity, the right way, the right opportunity now of how to love this, because this is the cup. It's the right cup for you. It's what they bring in, the opportunity to love this in the right way so that it can continue to grow, the right way to nurture it. It will be utterly in alignment, and there will be reciprocity. This, whatever the Emperor brings in to offer you, is the cup that will love you back, meaning that you pour into it and it pours back into you. Queen of Swords, King of Swords. Oh, this is the right partnership. This is the right connection. They will get you. They understand you. They understand your motivation. You're on the same wavelength. They can communicate with you in a way that is understanding. And this can come in one of two ways. It can be that a person arrives, and through their love and what they extend, it opens you up to be more expansive in regards to how you love, and the love that your willingness, the willingness you have to pour love into the things, reconnect you back to what it means to love. Because I don't want to ignore the fact we've got a Two of Cups and these two coming in, the Queen of Swords, King of Swords. I want to say these two are just an intellectual match, a communication match. Here's the thing. Remember I said there was, where did it go? Oh, I thought there was the one. Anyways, or this could be like the true kind of partnership, like the person, like, you know, again, I've always done it like this. It's been me, and maybe part of the growth and the change is allowing someone to come in to what you have been cultivating to help it grow even further. And you may be resistant to the partnership, the involvement of someone else, like, but then it'll change at the core of what it is, and they get to put in, they get to dictate, and you know, and we know that there's this resistance to other people making you conform to their views, their standards, their understanding of something, and that triggers you. You're like, I'm not doing it again. But if you love this, it's time to let it grow. It's time to let it go in new directions. And this Emperor, King of Swords type of energy makes me feel like they are the right one to bring this in so that you can continue to allow it to evolve, take it into a new direction. It does change any, like the Page of Swords, existing plans you may have had. But it's what is necessary. It's what is good for this situation. And Spirit really wants you to be open to this. And whether it's a love coming into your life that then reinvigorates you and reignites your passion for the things that you do and allows you, because it opens up your heart. And the fact that I am drinking cacao and doing a lot of self-love this weekend to kind of bring myself back into harmony, it says a lot. It's saying that opening your heart to experiencing new love or experiencing new ways of loving. Will only help evolve whatever this Eight of Pentacles represents. And they're asking you to get rid of the feeling, the notion, the idea that they're asking too much or it's burdensome. It's more than you want to do. Because change, it's unavoidable. And unfortunately, if you hold this malice towards this change and you don't, and when we were talking about you love something exactly the same way, the way you've always been doing, and you're going to work hard at it, and you're going to squeeze the life out of something, and the change that you will end up with is probably not the change that you want. Because it will suffocate the life out of whatever it is that you have been pouring yourself into. And the change may be more of a negative nature that you didn't want to incur. So this is up to you. I'm going to let you decide how this applies in your life and the way, but this is Spirit coming in and asking this of you. I do hope that this finds who it's meant for. Much love to everyone, and I will see you all later.